don't know if you remember this or not, but you suggested I have Kenny Schrader drive my ARCA car in Springfield, Illinois at the big dirt track.
Oh, yes.
And so Kenny drove the car for me, and I'll never forget this. You talk about the difference in drivers, in the elite drivers, guys like you that get to the top of the pyramid. And I know you don't consider yourself elite, although I do. I think you're one of the best that's ever been, because you were terrific, not only on the track, but you were great for sponsors because you had a great spirit of winning. That doesn't mean you always win every race, but you have that spirit that wants to win every race. So you suggested that Kenny Schrader drive the car. So I got a hold of Kenny, and he showed up in his Skoal tobacco green uniform. And we're in Springfield, Illinois. My crew chief, Ace Kohler, he doesn't know an awful lot about dirt car or asphalt cars, but he was a willing guy. So he gets in the car, and I figure he's going to make 4 or 5 laps and come in and tell us to make this change, that change. He drove 40 straight laps, never got on the radio. Kenny just drove 40 laps. And he didn't just drive it. He was powered down like he was qualified every lap. He comes in, and I thought, okay, now we're going to get a lecture about how bad this car is and everything. We had a stopwatch on him, so he knew he was doing pretty good. He said, I need a wrench. I want to adjust the front right spring. And so we give him the spring wrench and everything, and he throws the hood up and he gets under there and he makes a couple turns. I don't know whether he went in or out or up or down. I don't have a clue. Shuts the hood down, and he puts the hood pins back in, hands the wrench, the socket, the Ace Kohler, and said, I'm going to make a couple more laps. He goes out and he makes 40 more laps.
What in the world?
Got 80 laps in on this set of tires. I'm thinking to myself, boy, he's tired. He's going to burn off this car. I'm going to have to buy some tires. He comes in and he gets out of the car and he said, don't touch this car. Change the tires. Don't touch it. Don't do nothing to that car. Just put gas in it. And he stood there and watched this. And I told the guys, I said, Kenny doesn't want you touching that car. Just back off and leave it alone. Don't be jacking it up and checking the oil and shit. Leave it alone. He said, don't touch it, don't touch it. And that was the first checkered flag I ever won outside that one late model dirt car race.
I'll be darned.
And he drove the wheels off that thing. He was in the top 5 all day long, just measuring everybody, and they were falling back and falling back and falling back. And we never changed the tires, we never changed the tire pressure. And then all of a sudden, he's in front and nobody can catch him. Nobody can. The car and he were one. It's the most amazing. I've never, ever, ever won a race that was like that in my life. I mean, I could tell then that Kenny Schrader is a pro.
One of the greatest dirt racers of all time. He's done it all. He's somebody said to me in Volusia in February down around Daytona, they said, are you happy to have won the race, Kenny, and equal Kenny Schrader? I said, hold on. I said, I can't carry Kenny Schrader's helmet bag. He is the greatest dirt racer of our era, and he's won everything. You did a good job choosing Kenny Schrader because...
Well, I took your advice.
Well, that's why you're a leader, though.
You probably don't even remember this. I called you and asked you if you'd like to drive, and you said no.
Yeah, probably. I might have felt like... I have a big thing about staying my lane. If you would have asked me today, I would have said yes. I don't think I was comfortable dirt racing at that time. I was still learning.